Hello everyone and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today I think what we'll do is we will sort this room out and tidy the base up a wee bit, starting with just getting rid of these bits of rock poking out. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just in case I broke some of those sections. That's, come on, taken care of. Yep, seems okay. The other thing I want to do is get rid of this one and this one and put them back in a slightly different way. So I just want one right in the middle there, like that. I want one on the corner there, like that. I want two on these walls, and I want one there. Oops. I'm just going to put the light on so I can see what's happening. I want to take these off. That's fine. I don't mind the steel plates falling to the ground. What I want to do is I want this block, and I'll take this one as well. And I want to, wait, no, that's not what I want. I want this block. Wait, base. Okay, oops, upside down. Wait, I am getting confused, like so. And I'll put the same one on this side, but I can't, yeah. And then I will take the tip and I will place it right there. And yes, there we go. So, I mean, I'm not sure if I want to just spread that out all the way to the left and right. Might look nicer, but I'm not sure about placement of the lights in that case. I won't be able to put any lights right on those two blocks, which might be okay, but I'm not worrying about that right now. Okay, so let me put one light there. I want one there and one there. Let me just weld all of these up. Shouldn't take long. One. See, it's just I think it's even just one construction component. No, just a couple. 3. Okay, so and I have enough of those, so I'll just go ahead, run around, set them up, and that's it. Put my light off and set them up. That sounds a bit scary, doesn't it? Sounds like it's right on the base. Should go and check them out. There we go. That's looking a lot better. This is annoying me. So I want to fix that. Like so. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so this bit is lit now. The next thing I want to do is start working on air tightness, which means, actually I might need that steel plate, which means putting a block there and finding a door and putting a door there. And I want to do the same thing here. I'll put a block there, 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 and a door there. And we are on our way towards air tightness. So we'll put that door there. We can't, I mean, this is not enough. We'll need to build an airlock on this side. Otherwise, every time this door opens, we vent the whole base, which is not what we want, but it's a start. So let me just weld these things up and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's that stuff welded up. There we go. Looking good, looking decent. Couple of things I realized when I was thinking about stuff is that I don't actually need 2 blocks wide. I just need 1 block, and then I just put half blocks on the other 2 sides. So for example, in this case, if I put a half block this way, once I have steel plate, I can put half blocks all the way through, and I can put half blocks on the other side. And if we had 1 space in here, which we currently don't, it would feel like a 2 block wide corridor. But I'm not sure if I will go through and fix that corridor just now. The benefit of that is that you can have a door on one side, and the whole thing would only take up 3 blocks, whereas right now we're taking up 4 blocks. So we basically save 1 block width and be able to have a door, which is what we will do here. So we will start off here. So we've got that 1 block, and we will plonk. Oh, why can't I put that down there? Oh, that's half block, that's right. I want a full block, light hammer block. So 1, 2, 3. That's going to be the width of our corridor there. And we would make that work. And we're going to have a corridor there, just because I like them. Makes it feel kind of compartmentalized rather than just a big block that is our base. It'll be different when we build a ship, I think. But for a base, since we have the space anyway, I like to be able to use it. So here we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put another block there. I think there's probably a piece of rock just preventing us from doing anything. Disappear, come on. There we go. So we've got that. What we will do then is we will use these. Wait, I can't see what that block is. Oh, that's just a light hammer block. That's why it doesn't change. I will use one of these, like so. Put that on the other side as well. And then we will have half armor blocks. Oops, half light armor, like that. And we will get a sense for how this fits in. Now you can see it is 3 blocks in total, but half block there, half block there, that's 1 block plus this 1 block, we've got a 2 block corridor. Now the problem with this corridor is that we can't really put lights on the walls because that takes up the whole block, lights won't fit, but we can fit them onto the roof, which is fine. Now the other thing that we need to be aware of is that the assemblers are 2 blocks by 1 block, whereas these refineries were 2 blocks by 2 blocks by 3 high, whereas the assembler is 2 by 1 by 1, right? 2 by 1 by 1, yeah. So they take up far less space. So we could stack them horizontally, like we have done in the front room here, or we could have them vertically. I mean, ideally you would kind of have them at different heights to each other so you can fit more within a compact space. But you know, I am wondering if I should have them just sticking out the wall here, whether that would be, how that would look, whether that would be a decent look for it. The other option is to put them in vertically, just like we have done the refineries. But the refineries are meant to be vertical, so that, well, or they look decent vertical because you've got this little refinery thing standing written there. Whereas I don't think you have something quite like that for the assemblers. Let me just have a quick look. Oops. Yes. Oh, that's a passage? I don't think I've seen that before. Okay. Yeah, so, oh, it does have a little bit that says assembler, but the upgrade module goes right there. Yeah. And the other thing is this bit that says assembler. Doesn't it? Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. But I'm not sure. I mean, there is even an argument to just hide these away because we don't really need to see them. Huh. That is certainly a valid point. They can be very blocky. They are very blocky, and you could just hide them away in a little corner somewhere. But I like the idea of having them, you know, in view, I think. So, but we do need less space than here, because that is one, let me just see, that's 1, 2, that's 3 blocks high, which we don't need for an assembler room. I mean, you could have 2 blocks high and the assembler room would fit. Well, you could have 3 blocks actually, because that is how it is here. Because you've got one upgrade module at the bottom, then the assembler, then an upgrade module at the top, because we're doing them horizontally. Now, because we've got this double gap there, we've got 2 choices. We could fill them up with cargo containers like this, or we could hide away little things in that little space, like a gravity generator, or I don't want to hide away a programmable block, or maybe a small nuclear reactor could be hidden away, or we could kind of put them like one apart. So this upgrade module goes there, and then you reverse one and put it there, and the assembler goes right here, and then the upgrade module underneath goes 1 floor tile down. Not sure exactly what the best way of constructing those would be yet. So while my brain kind of processes that in the background, one thing that we do need to do is tidy this section up a wee bit, because we need to take the conveyors across to that other room. Now, one way we could take it is through here, or the door is there, so through here. But then the conveyor tubes would be exposed to that room, and then we could pop that catwalk on top of it, but I'd rather not uglify that further than is necessary. So I'm really inclined to take some of that off. But more importantly, I'm inclined to move this thing up a level. Yeah, if I move this up a level, then I could just take it straight through and dig a hole straight across that space and into the next room. And that also means that this thing I realized is that there is a hole here. So we won't have airtightness in this space anyway, unless we cover this whole area up with these armor blocks. So we will lift, yeah, we'll have to lift this whole space area up 1. Yep, so this conveyor, all of this stuff will need to come off. So let me see what's in my inventory. Steel plates. I'm just going to drop these on the floor here. Yep, that's fine. And I will start to take this apart, because what we need there is that, and then we need that. We'll just weld that back up as far as it'll go. I need to take this off, and the tube, the conveyor junction needs to actually be up here. I'll just weld that back up, which should work. I'll take this off because we're going to move that up one slot again, like so. That's okay. And then what we will do is we will take these off and move them along. Oops, that one. Nope, not ion thrusters. They won't work in the base without destructive consequences, probably. Like so. So that lifts all of these things up a wee bit from the floor, which is exactly what we need to be able to do this, which I can do better once I pick up all that steel plate I dropped there. Oops, that's not what I want. I don't want half blocks, I want full blocks. There, there, and there. Let me just weld this stuff up. Okay, that's looking decent. And hopefully, once I have this thing put in place, we have a better chance for air tightness. Oops. Okay. Pick that. Come on. Pick that up. Pick that up. Now, let me just see how it looks from here. Yeah. So that looks like that'll provide us with adequate air tightness. I mean, we won't know until we actually start putting that stuff in here. The other thing I need to do is I need to actually cover this section off as well. And what I want to do is just realize we are one off here. Wait, where did we want to take that through? We wanted to take that through there, which means that that is not what I want there, what I want there. Okay. Because we need a conveyor tube right there. Oops. Oops. I should be more careful with that stuff. So we need a conveyor tube right there, which means that I might wire these things a little differently, just so it's a little bit more efficient. So we need conveyor tube there, and that, and that, and that, and we turn it the other way. And we'll see if we can get out of the space. And we'll turn that down. Perfect. So what that means is less components used in total. Is that, yep, that's put correctly on there. And we can put a, oh, I don't have any steel plate left, that's okay. So that takes care of that. And let me just, okay, so it's a little bit more windy. Yeah, but that's okay. That works, because what we can do from here is we can have another conveyor tube, just a straight one, going that way. And then it'll go straight through, and it'll be more or less, I think, yeah, that'll be straight on top of that door, and that's what will take it, that's what we'll take across to our assembler room. What we need here actually is we need a cargo container, which we will also just place just right, not a medium one, because that won't, there is no medium for a small base, and the large won't fit. Small, no, where is it? Okay, 9, small cargo container. So I will put a small cargo container there, and I guess I will need a conveyor tube there. Okay, you know what, I'm going to take some of that interior plate so I can design this. So that there, tube there, and a conveyor junction there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And that means that once this bit is welded up, well, this whole conveyor tubing section is welded up, I won't have to go back to the front of the base to pick stuff up. We will put this in a better place later, but for now we're just wanting convenience. So let me weld this stuff up and I'll be right back. So we should now have access to this cargo container to put this stuff away, pick up a bunch more steel plates, and just finish this off. There we go. So that's looking good. We've got all that stuff working, and just for the sake of completeness, oops, oh, can't I access that? Let me just check the refineries. So, oh, I want to check them here. Refinery, make sure that it is doing stuff. Yeah, they're all doing something, which is great. One thing I want to check while I remember is the status of our ore and our ingots. We don't want to be running out of uranium or something. Okay, uranium, we are out of uranium ore. We have a tiny little bit of uranium left. What about iron? Okay, we are out of iron, which I suspected when I saw that we weren't making interior plates anymore. I should definitely go and mine some uranium and some iron, which is right near here. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back. There we go. All right, let's go check what that looks like now. So we should have, there we go, 86.7K uranium, and yeah, iron, we've got 118K. So we've got 2 refineries working on iron, and 2 refineries on iron. Wait, that's it? What happened to the other? We've got 5 refineries, so what's wrong with 3 of our refineries? Refinery 0, refinery 4, refinery 1. What the hell? Maximum required input 1.68, required input 1 kilowatt. Wait, why are these not working? Let me pick up some iron. Oh, is it because they are full? Wait, are all our cargo containers full? No, there's something there. small cargo container 12. Small cargo container 12. I will just put tin ingot just to check that theory. Oh, so none of the refineries are working. Let me just check something else here. 7 hours. Let me check control panel, reactor. Current output is 2 megawatts, so we are not using too much power. Iron. So that's using up some iron. That's fine. Let me pick up some ore and go to refinery. So that's working. Yeah. So what is its problem? Why are the other refineries not doing anything? Come on, Tim. Oh, insufficient component steel plate. That's fine. Why is only one refinery working on iron? They were all working before. Okay, so one of them is working on iron. Now none are working on iron. Yeah. Oh, has it decided that there is enough of everything? No, there's only 10.1k of 165k iron required. What are you doing, Tim? This is annoying. Alright, let me just take that off. Okay, so that's not doing anything. So refinery. Okay, and here iron ore. Okay, so that clearly works. Pop that there. That works. That works. And that works too. So iron can definitely get there. Let me put that back onto auto and see what that shows. Okay, so that's showing 4 refineries doing iron. Wait. Yeah, so that's also showing 3 refineries doing iron now. Okay. 2. Oh, it slowly takes iron out of all those refineries and just leave them to not do anything. We've got all these ores hanging about, and it's just not doing anything with the refineries. I'm tempted to switch off Tim Auto on these and then see what happens. Let's see. Ore. So pop iron there. Pop just some of these other. Oh, I need uranium, so let me put that in the front of the queue somewhere. Put that there. Put more iron there. Some uranium there. Some of that there. Okay, did it just finish all of that quickly? Okay, put some of that there. Some cobalt there. Platinum. Magnesium. Okay, so now all the refineries are working. I will switch them back to Tim Auto at some point, but for now I just want to know that they are working. What's in my inventory? Just steel what I wanted to do was actually start to dig out some of this area. Well, okay, we will do some of that actually, because we need this space. Let me just dig it out. I know that this miner is kind of trapped in here right now, but that's okay, because I will probably just dig its way out at some point. Let me just double check how we're looking here. Yeah, that's okay. So we have 2 there. Wait, one, 2. Okay, so let me just dig a bit of this section out. And then we have a corridor that we can hopefully set up. Oh, those little stones. But I can do this section. That is it. Okay, I actually want this the other way. I'm so confused. Like that. And like that here as well. Like that. Yep, that's looking decent. Then I can put that there, put that there. And here we have the full blocks, and on top, well, I might not put them on top yet, because then I might not be able to drill out there. So 7 for our door there. Okay, so this is kind of like how this corridor would be. Let me just pick up, oh, I think I have steel plates. Okay, let me just pick up some steel plates. Easy enough from here. Okay. Wait. Steel plate. So that's finished. There we go. So, oh wait, do I not have a block? Okay, so let me just take that off. I want to just clean that up. Yeah, clean that up. Wait, where am I? Yeah, that's fine. Once these go away, I can put those extra sections in. So what we'll do from there, actually I need to just dig some space out there, because that's where our floor is going to be. Come on. Come on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that takes, oh wait, why are these just waiting there to be collected? I didn't mine them. Oh man, that's annoying. Yeah, I figured. Oops. Let me put that away. Let's see how much of that stone we can pick up. That's okay. And then let me, oh, I can't put that back because I don't have any steel, because I put all that away. So pick that up. Okay, 4. And then we will put these out here like so, because this is going to be our floor. 3, 4. And how did we decide we were going to do these? I guess I haven't decided yet. 2, 3, 4. So that becomes our floor. Now that's one thing we definitely know is going to be, well, we can fix right now, because regardless of how we do our assemblers, the floor will be exactly there, because we're not going to create any other, well, we're not going to have any elevation or it going down or anything just for this room. So, and then what we need to do is we need to pipe the, now I don't think, if we are going to have the, if we're going to have the assemblers vertically, then it would take up 2 spaces, right? And if we're going to have them horizontally, it would take up 3 spaces. And that room is 4 spaces. 1, 2, oh no, it's 3 spaces. Which, I don't know, it might be nice to have a room which is a bit smaller, just so that they're not all the same. Maybe what we could do is we could have the piping come up through the top and then come one down, and just one side of the room could be a block of these assemblers. But then piping them around the other side becomes a little annoying. But we can do that. I mean, it would look a lot like, it would end up looking quite a bit like this, except there won't be cargo containers. Actually, we wouldn't. Yeah, actually, it would look like that. But what would we do with these spaces? We'd have to figure that out. Yeah, it would look a bit like that. Yeah, okay, I think. And we would have to pipe the cargo tube, the conveyor tube, into the middle there, although it will be coming in from the top. But we can actually correct that. We can actually have it come in through the middle here, because, or can we? Because this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we can't have it come through there, because that's going to be our roof for this corridor. We will have it come through there, go around. Maybe we will take it through there or go around and then bring it down along the wall there and then enter right about here. Yeah, that might work. That might be okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think that's a good plan. And we'll dig out a hole more into that area. And I think we will start off by planning 4 assemblers. So 2 on this side and 2, do we want 2 more connected over to that side? We'll start building them out, like scaffolding them out a little bit and see how it looks before we decide on final placement and stuff. And but we will do all of that stuff in the next episode, of course, because we are pretty much out of time. But before I finish this episode, I want to go through and see if renaming the refineries, I want to check what the refineries are doing. That sounded like right on top of us. I'm going to go and check what happened there as well. Refinery auto, 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 and auto. It's really irritating me that the refineries don't seem to be... Okay, that's better. Although one refinery is still not being used. Are we out of ore? Is that what? But no, it should still split whatever there is out to those refineries. 2, 3, 4. But one refinery is not being used. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Okay, let's just go have a look over here. Okay, that's a meteorite strike, but I don't know when that was. Are there other strikes? Oops. Yeah, there's quite a few actually. These must be all the noises we heard. All the explosions we heard. What is this? Oh, that's our little cave. I'm curious, do we not have any ammo? What the hell? So we've just been incredibly lucky in not being blown up. Why are you not making ammo? I am going to rename you Gatling Turret 1, Tim, Ammo. Where is it? Because I don't know exactly what it's called. Ammo, con 100. Or is it NATO maybe? NATO. Oh, crap. Let me just check what they're called here. Yeah, maybe 25. 25. Okay. There is one way for me to find out. Wait. Okay, so these are components. What I can actually do, oops, not that. Oh man, that's annoying. Okay, LCD. Instead of components, if I just do Tim in when, will that work? Yeah. Let's see what that is showing up. Yeah, this is NATO 25 times 184. So let me just redo the Gatling turret. Oops. The Gatling turret. NATO 25. Is that how it was? NATO underscore 25x184mm. NATO underscore 25x84mm. Why is that not? Oh, it's not time, Tim. There we go. 25x. So Gatling turret. Okay, oops, production. So let's just have a quick look here. So it should start to make some of those now. So it's got 101 out of 100. Oh, I wonder what that 5p. Oh, that must be the rifle ammo. This is okay. We can see components there, and it's showing other things there which we don't care about. But we can see at least that that's full. Let me just double check just by coming over here. Inventory. It says 72. Or maybe that's all it can hold. Yeah, it's full. Okay, so let me rename that to just only do, well, let's say 75, right? So we have some spares somewhere. Okay, so we've been very lucky not having our base blown up while we were out of ammo there. And let's see. Okay, I think that's fine. In the next episode, we will work on expanding out our assembler room and wiring the conveyor system up with this room as well. So we'll expand the space out. But we'll call it there at this episode. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.